Hello, 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 everybody. Hi. Hi, Edward. How are you? Good to see you. This is Ellie Cohen, medical Qigong practitioner and energy healing coach. And we are here live. I'm broadcasting from Desert Hot Spring, from the spring resort and spa in Hot Springs. I have there's a cleanse here going on. There's a juice cleanse, Doctor Monitor juice cleanse, and I'm part of it. I'm doing lectures, meditations, and qigong, and really helping the folks open up their pathway, their energy while they're cleansing. So I'm very excited to take a break and connect with this platform, Chi Talk, and we always choose a different subject. And this is going to be recorded on my podcast, Awaken the Healer Within. And it's all about healing energy and how easy it is to heal yourself, how simple it is. And so give you techniques, practices, encourage you to delve deeper into this specific healing modality, which is medical qigong and qigong, what I'm teaching. So I'm excited to be here, and today's subject is about working with negative energy. Interesting. How to clear negative energy from your life. So important. So let's do a short meditation before we start. And thank you for everybody that's listening live. And thank you for you guys that are downloading all these podcasts and for later and reviewing it. And I'll really appreciate if you guys listening to after also send me something, some notes, questions. I welcome everybody to really be interactive with me, either online or wherever you find. You can come online and also ask questions. All right, so let's start the practice. Let's start with a little bit of opening meditation. I always like to kind of connect with the body. Let's close the eyes and just feel your body. Feel your body. Let's start with feeling the feet on the floor, feeling the sit bones on the chair or wherever you are, and just feeling the weight of the body, the density, the heaviness of the body, and the pressure that this body puts on the chair and on the floor, the weight of the legs, the weight of the torso, the density, the fullness of the body. What makes you know that you have a body? What sensation are in the body? Some areas feel light, tingling. Some areas feel pain. Some areas feel density or heaviness or pressure. Whatever it may be, vibrating, pulsating. You can feel the heartbeat. Just come into the immediacy of your sensation that makes you know that you actually have a body, and this is the form of the body. This is, so connect with it. And also notice that with no effort on your part, the body is breathing. Just breathe itself by itself. It's just something that happened involuntarily. You don't have to do anything to make the body breathe. It just does it. A lot of things are just happening. And if we listen, we tap into this mysterious energy called chi, life force energy. When we feel the vitality, the aliveness of the body, we can tap into the mysterious. So a lot of things we feel like we need to do a lot, but just awareness of the things that are already happening inside of you and maybe all around you. And just by listening, you're opening yourself to abundance. And it's very important to connect with that type of energy. It's called yin energy. And as you feel the breath coming into the body, see if you, with each breath, with each inhalation, you're just deepening the breath just a little bit more. Incrementally, with each inhalation, you go just a little bit deeper. See where it goes in the body when you breathe a little deeper, where in the body the energy travels, what it does. Start to listen as you deepening the breath voluntarily, then involuntarily, something else is happening. Open to the whole form and shape of your body. And feel as the breath comes in, make it longer and deeper. Let it swirl around the heart, around the hip, around areas that you're more interested in, maybe healing or just curiosity. Have it swirl there. And exhale, release it from the mouth. Nice, and let's place our hands on the heart. This is noon. At noontime, the heart meridian is active. And to do something like that, or like a very mindful thing, going slow, breathing deep, feeling the body, something that the love loves. So putting the hands on the heart, smile to your heart. Appreciate the heart and listen to the heart. See what you feel there. Yeah, when we're starting to go between the listening and activation, between voluntary and involuntary, and we can go back and forth, we create a space, we call it balance, balancing your chi. Nice, so let's open the hands to the side, palm facing front, opening the eyes. Ah, beautiful. Thank you so much. Edward, yes, you're here. So I wanted to talk about energy and negative energy. That was the kind of idea for today, to how to clear negative energy from the body. And so I just wanted to, suggest like a little talk a little bit, and then open it for Q&A or to just sharing. I know Edward has a lot of wisdom to share too. So he's here too, or a question. So whatever you guys feel. So first of all, when we work with energy, I think we mentioned it in previous talks about people ask about bad energy or good energy. And it's important that we understand that there's really no good or bad. There's nothing good or bad about anything, and I just wanted to quote from Rumi, which is a philosopher from Persia. And they asked Rumi, what is poison? And he said, poison is anything that is beyond the necessary. So it could be even food. It could be even anything that is more than what you need. That is more than what you need. And with energy, with negative, when we say, so anything can be bad if it's not in your balance. Yeah, food can be actually bad energy for some people, or certain food, or for other people could be really good good energy. The best way to explain it is to look at what we all know as when people sell things in the flea market, or even a garage sale, and they write just things for free. Some people garbage is another people's treasure. And this is really kind of going into the idea of positive and negative energy, that really an energy could be good for some people, can be negative for others. And there is so something that is not good for you can be good for another person. So I just wanted to lay this in the beginning, that there's no really bad energy or good energy. Now, in terms of how do we know what's good for us, and how do we clear negative energy from our body? And of course, there's a lot of tools to work with in Qigong and energy practices that I teach in my classes every week. But really, the most powerful instruction of how to clear energy of the body, a lot of people think I need to protect myself, or I need to defend my energy system, or I need to get away from this guy or from that guy. But really, when I was an architect, I was studying how to create waterproof details for a building. And you know what we said? We said that you cannot really block water. Water will get into the system. So in architecture, we always work to how to show the water the way out from the building. So you build the building in such way, you build the layers, the layers of the flashing on the roof and underneath, and you underlay things underneath each other in a way that they show the water out from the building. And that was the best way, and actually had a experience as an architect that monitored contractors. A lot of times the contractors would put a lot of sealants, but he didn't put the flashing well enough to show the building, and the water got into the building, no matter how much sealant we would put in. And so for energy, we don't want to block energy so much. It's how to show the energy the way out from our system, and the way out from outside to ourselves. And the best way to do it is to establish yourself in yourself. What does that mean? It's very interesting, like the meditation we just did, just to feel your body. When you are full of your whole energy body, all energy system, there's no energy that can come into you. We say that the best medicine for you is your own energy, no other people energy. So a lot of us going to healer, and that's good, that's help us showing how to heal, but really the best way to heal yourself is to change yourself from within. And a lot of time negative energy would be a catalyst for growth. Yeah, just for example, take this pandemic, right? Always times of challenge, or times of something that is we call negative energy, is a way for us to shift and grow and to expand beyond our comfort zone. And this is really a powerful way. So the negative energy is to see it as a blessing is really powerful. And I know one guy that always say yes to things that come your way. And by saying yes, we're not afraid. Yeah, when you're trying to block people energy, you're in a place of tension. When you're letting the energy come in and showing the way out, so you accept what the universe gives you, and you ask the question, what would it take to shift that? What would it take to shift? So we're trying to, so I hope that's kind of like metaphorically makes sense. Let's see if I can give an example. Maybe you guys can give an example. But yeah, the pandemic would be very interesting, right? Because I was teaching classes in person, and I remember stopping teaching for a while because I thought, well, that's done for until things are opening up. And then I needed to pivot. I asked the question, what would it take? And actually what I noticed, this Chi Break, this whole platform was created because the in-person classes are done, and I needed to find a creative way to connect with people and to create with the healing energy that I do. So by saying yes and accepting the good that this is going to bring you, opening yourself, opening your mind to creativity, to find how to deal with things differently. And that could be applied to anything that's really, if you think about it, any obstacle, how to confront it, how to deal with it, how to grow through it. And that's actually always a blessing. It's always a blessing. So this is, in Taoism, is a very powerful practice. We say how to change challenges into blessings, how to transform, how to win all the time, how to transform anything that comes to your life into opportunity, into blessing, and into openings in your life. This is actually a way to uh, um, move away from stagnation. So we can contract and resist and run away, or we can open our eyes and say, hey, what's the opportunity here? What this comes to teach me? And when we ask that question and say, hey, what would it take for this to shift? Or what would it take for me to see the blessing here? We're changing our mindset, and we're opening our energy to creativity and to growth. And the reason that we can feel a resistance too, and it's good to feel the resistance, to feel the tension that things create, whether it would be a person that you don't like or person in your life that you have a challenge with. How to clear it? To clear it is how to really work with it, and we can clear energy by not resisting it, by asking the question, by allowing it in and showing it the way out. And energy practices we're doing through different techniques that works with the body and with the earth. Like, there's grounding. There's this thing I really invite all of you to tap into Qigong, into these classes that I'm teaching. We're doing it all the time, every day. And you can find way to clear, in Qigong, we call it acquired Qi. Acquired Qi is you're acquiring Qi from other people, from the news, from whatever all this, if it's negative, it's not supporting your energy, you contracting, there's a way to release it from the body. So we can talk about energy that comes in, and you ask the question, what is the growth here? What is the learning here? And there's energy that how do we release it from our energy system, from the body system? So there's two kind of different techniques, how we release it, and how do we work with it consciously after we already kind of contracted or reacted to it because the reaction happens automatically. The reaction happens, and we want to feel more. So I guess the first invitation is to be more connected with your body. So practices like meditation, sensory meditation, feeling your own body, Qigong, which is all internal, a lot of it is internal, is establishing more in your body. When you established more in your body, you feel your body more, you're more sensitive to energy. And that's good. When you feel the energy comes into you, when you feel negative energy, or you feel your reaction to the energy, that's how you digesting that energy. That's how you can eliminate it as well. Whenever we are not aware of how we feel, whenever we're not aware of the energy, this is where things come into our body and create stagnation usually. So being sensitive to it, not be afraid of it, not contracting if you acknowledge it and and you respond to it in a different way. But if you're already responding, feel it, and then there's a way we release it in Qigong, in meditation, all these techniques. So this is kind of a little bit about negative energy, and kind of a little, I can talk about it more and go deeper, but I think it's going to be nice to open it to like a conversation. I know we have Sylvia here, joined us. Thank you, Sylvia, for joining us. And then Edward is here. And if you guys want to add something, Sylvia or Edward, or ask a question, please be my guest to kind of open this conversation more, or maybe something that I haven't talked about. Yes, Edward, go ahead.
So, does Sylvia want to go? I see she's
You can go first. Go ahead.
okay. So, I've been, I met you like probably 3 years ago. And every time you run a session, which I do everything I can to be at all the seminars and this and listening, and I you're amazing how you always up level me because
Oh.
I learned how to heal myself 50 years ago, and I had um, hepatitis and bad fish, and literally in a day I went from 480 bilirubin to normal 280. And then you just brought into the world to me the words, and your words I know create my world, um, how to find the healer within. And I never attached that to what I was doing. And as you said, we all have a healer within. And in how you up level me, other people in your conversation, um, I get rid of pain very quickly because I confront it. And what I'm doing now, thanks to you, I'm
Uh,
using the healer within. And with, no good or bad energy, what I've learned from you along the way also, change your energy. Just pound on your heels, get
mhm,
on your toes and come down and just change your energy.
mhm.
And in the context of it, yeah, we spoke about the book that I started. It's all about yes, it's just that simple. Because yes to the healer within gives me the possibility. If I say no to the healer within, or no to this, or no to that, there's no possibility. But
Mm,
life is an adventure. And by saying yes to everything, I don't mean to jump off the roof. Yes, I can heal myself. Yes, I don't, and my mother would say, Edward, the answers are in front of you and you just said it. Well, so here came the pandemic shutdown, and the answer was right in front of you. You're online, go
mhm,
there. And I did that in business, and it was very successful. And I found different revenue streams when the economy was bad. And when she would say to me, Edward, the words are in the songs, they're in the good songs. And there was a song, I don't know if you know that, from Israel, but Carly Simon, I haven't got time for the pain. And anytime something shows up in a negative pain, I don't have time for that. So let me confront it, and let me, feel it and see what color it is and get rid of it.
yeah,
So
beautiful. And
everything,
I like the
go ahead.
fact. Sorry to, but
No.
I really like the fact that you're talking about the healer within. In a, it's like a person inside of you that you're talking with, like a third person. And
Right.
that's really, really powerful technique, by the way, just for everybody listening. The healer within, it's almost like that person inside of you. Yeah, you have you that is the child, and we
Right.
have the healer within, that wisdom self that knows everything, that spirit. And it's really, really helpful to create that third person inside of you, and ask it questions and converse with it. And that's a very, very beautiful. Thank you for that. It's really powerful.
Right. And even, you say Rumi, and Rumi's words were, there are no others. It's just you, you know, and I've also learned 50 years ago um, that I am God, and I can do it all. I can heal myself. I can create A, B, C, or D. And my life has really been good. As we spoke before, I tell you, I'm serotonin abundant because, and you know me, to be happy. And we have a God given ability to choose. And I choose happy,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And if
Yeah.
someone is negative out there, my mother's words to me were just say, let them live and be well, send them a blessing, send it, because today is all miracles, and just, from the other day from doing your seminar, it's like, oh, here's the healer within. great word. You'd give me a great vehicle. And every time I was in a class with you at the JCC or did another seminar or whatever, clear your lungs or do this or do that. This is great. Well, Ellie's a miracle. And what shows up if I keep on saying miracle, and then you said in one of the, I think 2 weeks ago, was, by giving away blessings, you're getting blessings.
Right. That's beautiful.
You
Yeah,
know,
we had this conversation over happiness, health, and long life, like
right.
a study from Chinese culture and the yin and the yang aspect of the heart. To get to take things, but to give things is almost as powerful or more than receiving. So the yin and yang and having balance with giving and receiving, love is beautiful. Yeah, and I connected with this. The example I remember. The example was me starting to teach online, which really got me in a good space. So giving is really receiving.
Yeah,
Thank you, Edward. That's really powerful stuff.
Can I say a little more? Or,
yes. Yeah, if you have, sure.
Yeah. So the answers are always in front of you from my mother, and I always became so successful in different things and gave it away to my sons and now my grandchildren. And when I was very young, my father would always say to me, Edward, do you want to be successful? And I would say, yes. And he'd say, well, then give them everything you want. And with that, I was able to build a lot of success because I made sure that they were all successful. And if you're not successful, let me know what you need to be successful. And in those words, for 40 years, I had my business, and it really built by giving away. And you are a great giver to us because you healed from Qigong. Right. So what you do? You became the architect of Qigong, and you came out and you built a whole healing platform. Mm-hmm. And what you just said about water, it's the same thing with pain. Find the avenue out of the pain of your body. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's, I can go on more and more, but I won't.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Edward. That's beautiful. And Sylvia, I see your beautiful face here. And
oh, hey, I really enjoyed the talk today, and I like the obviously one of the reasons I do the Qigong is I like the positive energy, and you as the teacher has really positive energy, so I want to soak that up. But also people tell me I have positive energy too, but sometimes again, the news or like my work, there's something negative comes my way. So I like your tip of like asking what would it take to shift that? And then the analogy of water, because it can make you feel the tension inside, so figuring out how to redirect it. So it's great that I can join the talk here today.
Thank you. And one more thing. Thank you so much. And one more thing, just because you're inspiring me even to share more, is to see the earth. We use the earth as a compost, for physical matter to be composted. And we also do it with our body, and we also do it with other people. If you see something that is that you doesn't support your energy, ground it to the earth, about 20 to 100 feet down. You can just visualize, like it's a visualization practice. It's very interesting because energy is something that we don't see with a naked eye. It's just there. Sometimes we feel it, like sometimes you turn around and the person really looking at you, right? You notice their energy. Yeah. Sometimes you feel other people's energy, and it's almost so visceral that you have to turn around and really notice that the person is there. And so this is how it's actually real. It is a real energy, but it's also invisible. So we have a hard time working with it, even though it's there. So working with like visualization would be really, really powerful, like cleansing and clearing to the earth, that energy on the exhale into the earth. The earth would be a very good ally for this type of work. And we're doing it. And it's asking the question, like I said, so there's different ways When you feel it, when you feel your body just get more established in your felt sense, you would feel it. When you feel it, you digest it. We call it metabolize energy. When we're not metabolizing, when it becomes like a, when it actually creating a loop, is when we go up to the brain and we're making a story out of it. So we say the energy comes here into the heart center, and if it goes up, it just pushing more oil to the flame. And when we metabolize, when it go down, when it go to the body, when we feel it as a sensation without a label, without a story, we're able to then release it to the earth. We're able to then cleanse and clear it. So this is a little bit more visceral way of dealing with negative energy as it manifests in the body, but really the establishment of qigong, of meditation, of energy practices that are more felt sense practices would create more peace in your life in general. Because when you are full with your own energy, no energy can come in, and you cannot take other people's energy. It is when the time when we left our chi, when we looked out somewhere else and forgot our own form and shape of our body, is when energy can come and reside. When we are so like moved by other energy external to who we are, is the time when things are so being established in your own body would be the first step. And then the practices to release energy from the body would be, and then asking working with it consciously. We did this workshop called emotional resilience, and there's a series of there's a lot of so I think it's also available as one of the products online. The emotional resilience course is really powerful to work with energy. Sylvia, thank you so much. It's great to see you on the talk. And thank you, Edward, so much for your contribution. I hope this was very powerful. And thank you, Sylvia, for just the last talk was a little bit more going in depth into actually what we do. And I wanted to share it with everybody. So thank you so much. Let's close with hands on the heart, if you will.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sylvia. And let's close with hands on the heart and taking a few deep breaths and just invite positive energy, happiness, patience, love, light into your heart, and let it flow throughout the body. Open your attention to encompass the entire form and shape of your body, and just invite, like exactly what Edward said, choose what you want to let in. Yeah, it's like the body is like you having a house, and you can open the door to the guest that you want to open the door to. If you don't like the guest, you don't have to invite them in. So what would you like to open the door to right now in your heart? Feel it, immerse in it, marinate in that energy, see how it feels kinesthetically. And what decision of how to continue the day from here on comes as a consequence. If I invite joy or playfulness or whatever it is, then how my day would look like. What do I need to schedule into my day right now? Or how do I need to approach things that are already scheduled into my day with this type of energy? So thank you again so much for this. Beautiful. And I'll see you next week. Bye, or in class.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you guys so much